and welcome to your reading. Welcome to Project Love Sky. I am Mai, and it's very nice to see you here today. And thank you for opening up your hearts to this little corner of the internet that is my channel, the Project Love Sky channel. And today we are going to be talking about the energy. It's like a recap of the recent energy from the 22nd of February that we've just had. I feel there was a big energetic shift, and also some people say it's some kind of energy portals that happens um, up in the ether, up in the light grid. So we are going to be talking, and also the reading is going to be about um, that particular energy. But again, all my readings are timeless. If you have found this reading um, for not knowing about the 22nd of February, there would still be messages in here for you, whether you are drawn to the number 2, whether you have connections with the angel number 2222, or if you're just drawn to this card saying the energy of the last quarter moon in Scorpio, having Scorpio in anywhere in your charts, or just simply by the anchoring object, which today is the Amazonite crystal, or the tarot decks. There will be messages in here for you, because I believe that you were led here by divine orchestration and in divine timing. So stick around. And before we get into the card meditation, I'm sorry, there's you can hear the constructions like around my house, or I don't know what that was. Probably maybe the garbage truck. Yeah, so let's continue. I get distracted sometimes. um this reading is a part of a live stream I did on Twitch. So if you ever are interested in joining me on Twitch, it is also by the same name, Project Love Sky. And before we get right into the card meditations, I'd just like to lay out a little bit on what we covered on the live stream. So there was a section of an automatic writing, which we will talk about the keywords, and also a little bit on the particular numerology of the date, the month, and the year, because I believe it happens like once in 100 years. So like it's kind of a once in a lifetime energy shift, sort of, because it's for this to come around again. We probably already have been like in the ether by then, right? And the energy of that date and the palindrome, which is of course why when you read it from the back to front and front to back, what that synchronistically could mean. And also some messages for from the crystal, and also the energy of the last quarter moon in Scorpio. Then we'll get into the tarot reading. And if you'd like to skip to any parts of this video, the timestamps are linked below in the description box. So feel free to skip to any parts that you're interested in, or otherwise you can also stick around for the card meditation here as well. And if you'd like to support my channel, please consider helping me by clicking subscribe, clicking like, or sharing this video so that other friends along the way can also find this message among the YouTube algorithm that is super complex sometimes, and that would help me so much. Okay, and feel free to leave a comment if you have any other insights or special messages that you feel could be useful for all of us during this time. And I hope you enjoy the reading. I hope you enjoy the video, and let's get into the card meditation. let's do a short I'll channel some automatic writing, some automatic writings. In what color should I do this? Purple. Yep. Purple, blue. Yep. Okay. So we have, oh, it's actually deep blue, grayish blue. They're all blues. So probably throat chakra energy center, or the intersection between the alignment of the throat chakra and the third eye energy center, the pineal gland. So communications, intuitions, spiritual abilities, clarity from within, clarity in expressions, clarity in actions that comes from your heart. Oh no, it's kind of leaking. Let me put something under so it doesn't go down to my tarot cloth. Okay, let me tune in a little bit and then I'll see if there are any keywords that comes out. Is that how you spell it? I've been recently called to do like automatic writings and also use them in my readings. I did them for a Thai reading as well. So what I do is just receive some keywords that may be something important or have meanings to some of you. Oh, by the way, for the people watching in the playback, if you are watching on YouTube, welcome. We are going to be doing a recap of the 2202 2022 the recent portal energy, or the recent energy of that date of palindromes. I also, where's that card? So welcome if you're here watching the playback on YouTube. And since time is fluid, this whenever you find this reading, there's gonna be messages in here for you, because I believe you're led here in divine timing, and we're always in the right place at the right time. So welcome. And to get started with the automatic writing first, sovereignty. I hope I spelled that correctly. Sovereignty. So I feel like in this time, there's a very important call energetically to understand your energetic sovereignty and to really practice energetic sovereignty, so that you have the freedom to maneuver in these changing energies, given that the portal, or that like angel number and the date, that of course happens only like once in 100 years or something, if I get that correctly. But it's a very rare opportunity, or synchronicity, of like a numerology, right? How do you call it? Numerically? Yeah, that. So sovereignty, it's almost like that, right? Like a standalone time. How do you stand in your power of love? knowing that you are always connected on the etheric planes and on your earthly planes, and explore your sovereignty. And that has a lot to do for some of you with your passion, your creations. If you're an artist, if you're working to in any kinds of collaborations or creations, right? How do you maintain your sovereignty in a communal place? How do you maintain your sovereignty in a space where at the same time allows you to co-create? Because at this time, like the number 2 as well, right? The duality or the two sides or the balance has a lot to do with the integration of your light body and your physical body, a lot to do with the integration of your conscious mind and your subconscious mind, your physical vessels, and your spiritual sides, your energetic soul sides. And that integration is going to, you're going to be able to naturally integrate or initiate the process of integration through exploring your sovereignty, your independence, in your wisdom, in what you know, while at the same time understanding from a basis of your passion where the knowledge lies. I'm hearing some of you may be going through spiritual ascensions or a period where your energy is being upgraded as a result from that past energy, the burst of energy from the 22nd of February. So that integration is also a result. I'm hearing some of you may be confused of what is like, it seems like a very unknown time, though that is because you've entered a new space of unknown where you're going to start this integration of the different sides within you, or the integration of your personal privacy of space, and the integration of how you integrate back into a community space, into your soul tribes or collectives. That could also be one of the keys for some of you that are looking or have been manifesting collective energies. Intuition. It's also about this stone, which we will talk about. It's an Amazonite, so it's almost like a high priestess stone. And like the high priestess card energy, your intuition is going to be what helps you, or what can help you greatly at this time, because once you are some of you are about to come out in and integrate your abilities, your missions, your callings. I'm also hearing some of you may resonate with being a light worker, and that it's that process where you're initiated and you've gone through your lessons, the stages of learning, of right now a lot of you may also be going through a mastery stage of the spiritual growth, and finally entering the new phase of integration, where you're going to be able to learn, where you're going to learn to allow your energies to co-create with others and integrate back. So intuition could be a very accurate compass for you right now. And I'm hearing balance again, which is also the message that came out for this energy that I did in Thai. The balance of the two worlds, right? Of your spiritual worlds, of your earthly place where you belong, of your sovereignty and of connections, of your passion and of where you could ground it and make it happen. So that's also a lot of integration maybe going on within you and energetically, or even for the things around you in terms of relationships, or I'm hearing family karma, like releasing yourself of the family karma. Murdy, sovereignty of the human collective. Yeah, like as in we're, as a human collective, right? Of course, there's power in and strength in community. But within that community, we're also learning how to be sovereign as an individual. And how do you operate from that mindset where you know you are well connected, and at the same time you're energetically and individually sovereign, and that's the place where we best share our best selves, where we share our true selves, right? So that could also be that kind of integration of your understanding of your personal inner world, your life and growth paths as an individual, and how that comes into balance with the growth paths of the community, of the collective, of Mother Earth. And from that place, open new doors for yourself. Also, I wanted to talk a little bit about the number. It's 220, right? This particular number is like a palindrome. So that's when, however you read it from front to back or back to front, it gives you the same result. It is the same word. So like the word race car, for example, you read it from the back to the front or front to the back, it still is the word race car. That was kind of like that energy that just was open to us in this past 22nd of February, was that first thing, right? It's the number 2 by angel number has a lot to do with balance, duality, polarities. So that's balancing all those aspects within us would help a lot at this time. And also another thing is, however, whatever you are looking to pursue, to manifest, to bring about into your life experiences, some of you might have little curiosities about the minor details, or which path is the best path, how should I go about this. Well, at the end, spirits are saying it's just like the palindrome. What matters is your intention. What matters is your heart's foundation of your energy. So as long as you are centered within you, as long as you have your heart energy opened, and your decisions and actions come from a place of unconditional love of yourself and of all lives and energies around you, no matter how you execute this plan, how you execute this move forward, it's going to bring you the same desired outcome. Because again, your foundation in passion, in learning about all these keys and knowing within your intuition, the minor details are irrelevant. So they're just encouraging us to to align our energetic foundations and release and let go of that control of how things have to play out, how the details of what things, like how the pieces fall together, because at the end they said it's not, that's not something you have to even worry about. Also because in this energy for the past, and I believe during now as well, it's in the last quarter moon of Scorpio. So the last quarter moon of Scorpio has sometimes bring about that energy of, you know, us being a bit paranoid or being in the unknown and being a bit iffy about it and detail oriented about it, while at the end the Scorpio moon energy is about transformation. It's revealing what needs to be seen. Let me get the card. I'll get the card. I want you to see it. Okay, so it's from the Moonology Manifestation deck by Yasmin Bullen, artwork by Laurie Mena. And even now that I'm reading this, I believe we are still in the last quarter moon in Scorpio. So that's reveal what needs to be seen, right? Whatever lessons you're going through, all of this in this integration, no matter which approach you take, which paths, which aspect you're coming from in learning this, as long as your intention is in the right place, you are going to be able to ride this energy to reveal whatever needs to be seen within you or within any experiences you are processing. It's also a part of learning to be comfortable in the unknown, right? Because the word palindrome, again, comes from two Greek words, I believe, is, I have my notes here. It's palin, which means way, dromos, which means again. So together the word palindrome actually means finding your way again. And that's what the energy is very conducive for since February 22nd up until now. Or if you're watching in a timeless reading, that could be the energy that you're in. So it's you finding your way again through learning all these lessons, through using your intuition, right, Amazonite, to reveal whatever needs to be seen, what lessons that would be most beneficial to your soul's growth right now. So that is the last quarter moon in Scorpio. Put that there. Where can I put this? There. Hope it doesn't fall down. Okay. So that's the palindrome, right? And the number 22, you have 3 sets of 2 here. And also, if you add up 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, it becomes 12. So 12 reduced, 1 plus 2 again is the number 3. So you have 3, 3, or some of you may have been seeing 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3s, or you have a special connection to the number 3s. And also looking into life paths 22 or life paths 33 could be something that brings some useful tips for some of you. And again, I personally don't label myself as anything, and it's just brain picking people just searching for hidden wisdom that we as a humanity leave behind. And it helped me as well in understanding myself, in understanding my callings. So for some of you, with discernment, like you always do, maybe looking into life paths 22 or life paths 33 could be useful. Or it could bring some, it could reveal whatever needs to be seen right now. And 33, right? We have 2 3s. So 3 sets of 2 and then the reduction number. 33 is a number of, like, it's called a master number. And it's a number that represents a lot of time, ascended masters. So maybe learning from different cultures, different people who have graced the earth, however you identify with them, that as ascended masters, as like avatars, as teachers, or anything, right? But learning from what they've gone through, or what they were able to leave behind, and interpret that with your spiritual sovereignty, with your intuition, could also help. And again, the number 3 has a lot to do with communication as well. So today, some of you are looking to communicate, to express, to voice your soul, to voice your true calling. And this could sometimes mean the number, this particular like palindrome. Of course, search for the synchronicity for yourself if you feel called to do so, because that would be the best. That would be even better than anything I could give you today. And the palindrome spiritually, it could mean like going back, looking back to go forward. So that's why I titled this a recap as well, because it's a time of recollecting, reviewing, and understanding your past lessons. That is going to be one of the keys to reveal whatever next path of least resistance could be for you. So of course we look back if we need to, but look back in love, right? Look back in where you find love and you empower yourself. Look back in how far you've come, how much you've transmuted, how much you have healed, and extract those lessons, because that's going to be what helps a lot in making sense of the frequency that you're in. So that I feel is all for the numerology and the specific messages that comes with the date and number. And here you have Amazonites. So again, Amazonites are about balance and clarity, calmness, looking at things from different points of views, right? Looking from the back, from the front, just look from different directions. And it also helps with communication, peace, truth, harmony. It's called a hope stone. So if you have to look or review your lessons, do it because you give yourself hope. Do it because it's a way to empower yourself and have hope in yourself and the path that you're on. Also has a lot to do with success and abundance. So if you're looking to manifest something that has to do with the energy of abundance, understanding your lessons and polish it, fine-tune it, would help. It could be a understanding of the energy of abundance. It could be what success means to you. It could be just reviewing your goal and understanding from a passionate point why you hold that calling. Okay, I just took a sip of tea. I feel like we can start. Usually takes me like shorter to go through these messages, but with this as well, and that took me a while before we get started on the reading. So thank you for sticking with me through the channeled messages, the spirit messages from all these, from the anchoring objects. If you resonate with Amazonite, maybe look into that, right? It's also a water energy, I believe. I think. Okay. This is... Let me take out my ring because I don't want to scratch the cards. My cards. Oh, also again, this is the Tarot of the 78 Doors by Petro Aligo, artwork by Antonella Platano. I'm using this camera app that does not like focus. It's really weird. I'm gonna have to try and find a new way of connecting it because it just doesn't want to focus. Whoa. Okay, let's take that one since it flew out. So the energy of the loving universe, unconditional love, Mother Nature, life, collective soul tribes, guides. Any energy that helps and aligns with unconditional love of self and the love of source and all energy around us. Let's see what encouragement and wisdom they have to share with us today. Okay. First one that came out is the Ace of Swords. I don't quite understand why they drew the Eight of Swords this way. It probably has some synchronistic meaning since they pulled this deck out. But with the Ace of Swords, air energy, I feel like you deep down know what decision you would like to make regarding your question or what you're seeking by, coming into this reading. I feel like collectively as well, and also the portal that opened, it happened so that from here on you learn how to sense better what you actually want to pursue from a passionate place, from a place where you're sovereign. That how do you tap into your energy purely to make a certain decision? Because we see here, like, he's standing on the edge, right? He's like, oh, should I go? Should I not go? That may have been the energy during the past Scorpio moon for some of you. That's why right now they're saying, now you look back and you see that, right? Now you look back and you understand that, oh yeah, I might have been a little bit like back and forth or like on the edge about a certain decision. So they're saying go for it, basically. They're saying go for it, right? There'll never be a perfect day, there'll never be a perfect time. That's all within you. So whenever it feels right to you, whenever it feels right for you, whenever you intuitively know it's your timing, when you sense it with your intuition or you receive divine guidance, trust that there is purpose in divine timing and in your soul's timing. So if you have felt like you could have done better, or if you felt like you should have moved faster, they're saying you're exactly at the right pace. You exactly are right on time. So if that's the blame you hold within for these particular energies, that you gave yourself time, basically you gave yourself time to figure it out. And that perspective, right, of sometimes when people look in, or when other, like, you compare yourself and you feel like, oh, why am I holding back, or why am I like I should be more brave than this, I should have more courage or whatever. Those energies, learn it, look back, right? Look, if you're here in the present moment, now you'll be able to see that those were necessary. All of it. They're necessary for bringing you here at this particular point in time. Because with the palindrome as well, it's like you could either get stuck looking at the past all the time, get stuck looking into the future all the time and worrying about either one of that. Or you can have a middle path. You could be in the present moment. And in this present moment, from here on, that they'd like you to look at yourself differently and flip that for yourself, because that's going to be the key in freeing yourself, of allowing yourself to be more at ease and not so on edge all the time sometimes, right? Sometimes we put so much pressure on ourselves. Hello, DJ Naniho. Welcome. We're doing a collective reading recap of the recent past energy portal. Hello, good vibes to you too. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I don't read reversals, so. Wait. Let me check something. But that's how they wanted me to read it. Though, I might have got something wrong. And that's okay. Knave. Oh, that's why. Okay. That's why. Knave is page, right? I'm not used to that term. But you have the Page of Swords. So, of course, they had me read it as an Ace of Swords because that's the energy and that's the message that has to come through anyways. But with the Knave of Swords, what would help in you finding that decision or looking at yourself in this position is allowing yourself to understand that you're learning, that we're all students in this earth school, right? You're learning. And as long as you understand that you're a student for a lifetime in the path of inner growth, then you could cut yourself some slack, right? You could take the edge off, because whatever is that process is a part of the learning. The part of the learning that if you understand this energy is going to shift into the Ace of Swords. That's what they mean. So, it's kind of like very similar energy, isn't it? Like, because I almost misread it, but for a good divine reason. I know that. So, if you understand this energy or accept this energy as a student energy better, that Ace of Sword, that's how you're going to learn to grab that Ace of Sword, to transmute and ascend that in this learning journey, as we all learn through anything, right? So that energy is going to shift when you're able to accept yourself as a learner and an eternal learner, basically. Hi DJ, is it possible to get a reading? I'm not sure yet, but I'm going to do this collective reading first, and usually if it goes on, I might or I might not have energy for another reading, so can't promise you on that. But stick around because you found this stream for a reason. Okay. So right now you actually have an ace. That's how I knew. Like sometimes we go through this to actually know the ace. Like you go through the page and you kind of get confused with the energy, or you misinterpret your experience sometimes, only because you need a benchmark, and that will be an anchor to you, for you, in understanding how to find exactly what you want. So Ace of Wands, it's again about passion, right? The Ace of Wands is a card of fiery passion, ignition of your soul's passion, like a magician. Is a magician like casting a spell on a door that doesn't look like it's gonna open, but he cast it anyway because he knows it's gonna open. Like, you never know what happens after this picture, right? He might have just opened it very easily. It might just even open before he's finished casting the spell. Like it just opens, the door just opens for him, like the portal opened for us, right? So in the path that some of you may be pursuing your passion, looking on from this point and understanding that you're a student, and allow yourself to grow, allow yourself to learn, be that gentle parental figure to your inner child that is always learning, and allow yourself to grow naturally, freely, in a nurturing, loving way. That's how that's the spell you're going to need to, that's when you cast a spell on yourself, it's going to open a new door. Because who knows if he's casting a spell on himself or on the door, right? He might be casting a strength spell on himself and then he pushes that door open. Like, sometimes those details aren't that important. But what's important is your goal, that you open a new door for yourself. And Five of Swords, in the recent past, there might have been conflicts, but I feel like it's conflicts within, because she's alone. Usually the Five of Cards, you have a lot of people fighting and a guy picking up swords, right? Like the fight is over and they're about to move on. Like no matter what other people are doing behind in the background, there's a person picking up the swords and getting ready to move forward. So look at how strong you have been in allowing yourself to heal from that inner contrast, from those soul lessons of ascensions. Because once you heal, you're like, your magic is to me, magic is love, is the frequency of love, comes from your heart, that makes things happen, that bring experiences into your realities. So looking back, if you feel tired, then allow yourself to rest and send love to that inner child or that corner of your soul, that part of that aspect of yourself that you felt to have just gone through a battle, or that you felt have been like, that feels a bit depleted, or for some of you, I'm hearing quite exhausted energetically by pulling through those moments, those learnings. Send love into those corners of your hearts and take as much time. Like they said, you have to look, sometimes you need to go backward to go forward, right? Like a palindrome. So take some time to pause, and in a good space of hope, of love, look back with love and allow yourself to transmute and heal these past experiences or aspects of yourself. If, I'm hearing if, you feel, you sense intuitively that you are quite tired and you're not ready to do that, that's okay too, because looking forward, you are a student, and it is not like a complete mastery that once you master something and you'll never have to expand. So this is expansion. And for a lot of you, constant expansions. So within all those growths, do it in your own way. In your look at his swag. Do it in your own style, in your own way, in your own timing, okay? Underneath the deck, we have the King of Cups. So, water energy. What you may not have seen and the spirits want to give you to encourage you at this moment, I'm hearing that this whole frequency, or the recap of the 2222, from this time onward, whatever, even from what other times that you're watching, see this whole experience as the universe giving you a new chance, a new cup, a new opportunity to fulfill your soul even more, to let your soul shine. Look, he's holding a shiny cup, has like a little sparkle on it, and he's a mermaid, right? So he flows with the water, like natural, just like a waterfall. Your love will fall from higher grounds to lower ground like waters, always. And that means inward and outward as well. So of course, if you're doing inner work and you need time, as long as you charge up your heart, right? Want energy, love energy, as long as you charge up that space with whatever tool you have, meditation, healing, Reiki, whatever resonates to you, as long as you charge that up and you fill that cup, it is going to be redistributed to whichever parts of you needs it the most. Your subconscious will do its own thing. Your soul, your higher self, your inner self will do its own thing and integrate, right? Use this energy to integrate. So heart chakra energy is quite important. Communication, right? Like we said before, this I feel for this particular reading is communication to your higher self, communication to your inner world, And that will lead to a place where you can step up and be a leader, where you can step up and help others by being you, to serve the world by being you. Fill your own cup first. Then the details, right, that the irrelevant details will just work itself out, because you manifest from a more like a more open flow, a more open intention that allows more possibilities. So if you do self-love and you believe that with self-love comes sovereignty, passion, integration, intuition, happiness, joy, abundance, or any other energies, that's just gonna work out. That's just gonna work itself out. So what you may not see is this is how the universal energies see you, as one who is capable of leading, one who is capable of fulfilling your own cup and other people's hearts, one who is able to allow your energy to flow in a natural rhythm, in a natural way, in a natural elevation, frequency-wise. And trust that, like water, it will just flows where it needs to go. There's a door behind him as well, and it looks like a cave. So if you need to retreat from time to time, right, from this energy, do it. And allow yourself to learn. So with this energy, that this card, there's like a guard standing there. He's about to go in, right? The thing about it is you don't know what he's going to do. You don't even know what his intentions are. It might be a good one, it might not be a good one, but at the end is you don't know. And sometimes we judge from not knowing, and that's how sometimes we judge ourselves, from just seeing that, oh, you're just hanging about here. What are you doing? Why are you just hanging about here in this frequency? Why are you not like moving or doing something? Like you can't see the bigger picture. And that judgment of self, once you let it flow and allow yourself to heal and release, that could be what needs to be seen, right? Or for some of you, I'm hearing you actually see it now, or you kind of you get it, and they'd like you to see yourself like that, like how your guides, your collectives, your angels, or any other loving energies that are helping you at this time, no matter how you identify or refer to them, they're saying, please see yourself as how they see you, and allow yourself to grow. Step into your power and love yourself, even in a time where you're vulnerable, or even in a time where you just need to sit and contemplate. Everything about you is natural. Every experience and sides and decisions, or how you go through each moment, they're all natural, and we're all learners. So keeping that in mind would help a lot. I'm feeling like pulling some oracle cards. Let me look at some of the oracles I have here. Hidden worlds. Maybe I feel like the hidden worlds. Emma, let's do this one. Thank you for sticking with me here on the stream live. And also for all of you who are watching on YouTube. Oracle of the Hidden Worlds. This is by Lucy Cavendish, and the artwork is by Gilbert Williams. I felt like using this one because with the 2222 energy, finding your way again, coming back to the King's energy, embodying love again and sharing that from just your nature. It's something they want to reveal something to us that needs to be seen in this hidden, the Oracle of the Hidden World. I forgot my card stand, and the table is quite, like, my space is so small. Let me kind of, yay. So also I'm hearing, remember that your magic, your love energy, your power to empower yourself is always within you. So trust it, right? Use your intuition. First one, Tree of Souls, 4-2, look, reduced. 4 plus 2 is 6, reduced to the lowest number is 3. Again, also like 4 minus 2 is 2. 2, 2, 2, 2. Collective wisdom, kinship group, library. Some of you may benefit from understanding the concept of Akashic libraries, Akashic records, and it will help you interpret your downloads, the messages that you may get, or it could help in transmuting this energy or understanding how important the phase prior to this was to your growth, to your family karma healing, through your collective integration, collective ascension on the earthly planes and on the etheric planes. 28, Mountain Goddess, high vibration, mindfulness, power of the mind. High vibration. I'm feeling like mindfulness, right? Just like the palindrome. What could really help you right now is staying in the present moment. So, I get it. The healing of the past, it's going to come naturally in divine timing. Right now, they want you to be in present moment and allow yourself to naturally have that healing when it comes. It will help a lot. If you need to look back with love, because that's the nature of our human minds, right? Sometimes we wander, our thoughts wander if you catch yourself looking back, use that opportunity to flip it into a loving inner conversation. So, like the mountain goddess, right? You've gone through these spiritual growth, because mountains to me are spiritual growth, ascension. They keep repeating ascension alert, okay? For some of you who may have not recognized what you have been going through and what you are going through, this made it clear. On the 22nd, some of you might have had a realization that this is a major energy shift. This is a major transformative time and an ascension time. You are going through, for some of you, a second ascension in your spiritual journey, like big one. Like of course we have other ascensions, but this is the second like big ascension. See, as I said it, the candle just finished. They're like, yep, you've got the message. Okay, let me get another candle first. You know, we're gonna light the candles together. Thank you, spirit guides, the higher intelligence of the etheric planes of unconditional love. May you bless all our ascensions with love. There. You're like a mountain goddess. You've just climbed. You've not even climbed, not even struggled. You've just suddenly are on the top of a hill. An ascension gate. Like ascension gate, okay? That's why it took quite a bit of time, and you were delicate with it. You were detailed and careful with it. That's why, because your inner self as a leader knew how important this energy is to your soul expansion, to your soul ascensions. That's why you took time, because you knew if you rushed it or if you dig back too much into the past, your energy is just going to be placed there. See, some of you are tired of looking, or some of you are just healing so much of your past energy that you might have hit a burnout. But of course, they also want you to know that efforts didn't go for nothing. That's why you're ascending. Spirits, would you like to light this candle for me, or do I change to a different candle? No, the wick is like not working anymore. I'm gonna have to fix it. Let me get a different one. Probably want a different candle. Let's see if this one will work. See? You take your time, and sometimes you feel like, oh my god, I ruined it, I burned it. No, they just want a different cup for you. And deep down, you know you're going after a different cup. One that will illuminate this path for you, right? Oh, I can't. The numbers here, you're gonna be shocked. 5 + 1, 6. This is card 42, that's a 6. 28, 2 minus 8 minus 2, that's also a 6. 2, 4, 6. 6, 6, 6, 6. Look into that angel number, because these are like two sets of sixes, 6 as well. Number 6, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 6, 6, 6. Yeah, if you feel called to look into those numbers, could be there will be some messages there for you. Illumination, the radiant self, shining soul, right? This whole experience was an illuminating one. the one, like I said, they wanted to reveal in this time of Scorpio last quarter moon this side of you, where sometimes you judge yourself for being on edge, where you judge yourself for holding, you call it holding back, you call it procrastination. It's not that at all. What if you knew exactly what to do, exactly when to move, exactly where to go? Because that's exactly what's going on here for you. You've done this before, they said. And this is to reveal, look at her, they're all like radiating divine feminine energy. Some of you needed, like, you chose to learn this in this particular way to transmute your feminine energy, to bring that into balance and have it be a healthy feminine aspects within you. And they're all reaching for the stars. That's why your ascension is so crucial. That's why this time you were careful with it, because you know you're reaching for the stars. Even if your human inner self here may not be aware of that and may still judge, control, or have negative feelings about where you are right now, your higher self already knows that you are about to grab that star for yourself. That's why you have been so it's not cautious. It's, the only way I can describe it is you are delicate about it. You are carefully placing, refining, extracting lessons from the past to find your way to your manifestation. You've carefully designed this. And they're saying thank you for your patience. Thank you for your courage. That may be what some of you don't see in yourself, is you think you're not brave enough, you don't have courage to do something. They're saying thank you for your courage to look at the things that needed to be looked at, even though it kind of hurt you, but you step into your power because of it. And therefore, look at this. What if he's like James Bond in shorts and tank tops? What if he's like a super, super agent, super secret agent, just like you? Super secret agent of the universe, of Mother Earth, that's working undercover, even though you look like short shorts, short khaki pants and tank tops, right? You understood, because now you see that all you need to do is dance with the light that is your core. You're grabbing onto your own core, the core of your soul, and layering it so you can grab onto a new star. Look, you already are a star within yourself, but she's grabbing another higher energy, ascension on top of the mountain, a tree of life with white birds. Again, some of you may resonate with light workers, or you could be now or in a very near future working with a collective of light workers to grow this tree of life that is Mother Earth, to grow this tree of life that is the eternal life force that surrounds us. And with a mission this big, with a calling this big, they're saying it was a smart choice for you to take time. It was actually a very well planned, well executed. learning journey. So you're still learning, right? 2-7 full moon temple, celebration, peak, transcendent moment. See? What you don't see, it's under this position of what you may have not seen. What you may have not seen is full moon temple. They're saying by this, for some of you, by this next full moon, and I don't want to predict anything because at the end, it all depends on your free will. But this upcoming full moon, the energy is very supportive of whatever you are pursuing, especially in your temple path. Temple being your physical body, the body is the temple, and temple as in collective work, the collective work that you're integrating into. So they want you to celebrate it ahead of time, celebrate it like hell every day, even before the full moon comes. Celebrate it. And peak again, ascension, right? You've had a peaks, and that's why you've went through like a natural cycle of energy, frequency, right? Frequency, waveforms, or any kind of other representations of frequencies. It never stays at one point, otherwise that's just stagnation. The reasons you had some of these contrasts and conflicting energies was because you already have gone up to a peak from your first ascension. Then naturally you cycle through the other frequencies to look at those lessons and refine it. Then you're going up to a new ascension, which is where you are, for a lot of you, are about to, that energy of being very, very close to another ascension, or are going through another ascension. And that's going to peak for you once you allow yourself to actually celebrate this whole experience. I'm hearing like buy something nice for yourself, do something nice for yourself, go somewhere nice for yourself, or anything, just do anything that your soul just has been calling you to do. It's a transcendent moment. That's how they want to recap it. That energy or the lessons you've had, the realization you've had on the 22nd, and also now in this reading, is a transcendent moment. It's a moment of illumination. I'm hearing some of you also have gone into understanding the wisdom of humanity as a whole through different cultures, different texts, and understanding Akashic records, or how we all work together in the earthly and etheric planes. That's why you're having this transcendent moment. They'd like to thank you and say, please keep doing that whenever you feel called to do so. There's no rush, there's no pressure. It's just like the King of Cups, whenever, just be you, and that cup that you have right now from these opportunities, this spell casting that you're about to do to open a new possibility for yourself to fully integrate with your higher self and ascend, moving into your temple path for a lot of you in the space of unknown darkness that is going to soon show you a starry night. The key is in gratitude to yourself, gratitude to the people around you who stood by you during these difficult times, gratitude to all energies around you, you don't even have to go by name, you don't have to like label them anything. Just say universal energy, like the boundless energy of universe, of love, of all energies, right? Because there's no boundary, there's no isolation, and all energy serves a purpose for humanity and for life forces and for the evolution of all our consciousness. So thank them all. Five, 2, 7 is 5. So once you allow yourself to celebrate and thank yourself, and again be like water that's flowing naturally, your temple path is going to be a natural one where you share your light in a way that it just flows. Like water doesn't think about where it's gonna go, which direction it's gonna fall from the higher ground, in which angle it's going to drip down. Like it's going to be one that is with ease, one that is with freedom, one that is with joy. So you have 2 waterfalls here. Looking into spiritual meanings of waterfalls, synchronistic messages could help for some of you. They also want me to say before I wrap this up that if you're working with elements, spiritual alchemies, or have your own understanding of how each element's, what role they play in your spirituality, the energy of water is the key in allowing your emotions to free flow, in allowing your emotions or subconscious or diving into those realms in a freeing way. Which also means if you don't feel like doing it, don't do it. Do it when it's natural to you. So the water energy of going with the flow, being in divine flow, being in the energy that brings a path of least resistance, is how you got here. So that's a message for almost all of you that are watching. I'm hearing you're growing a tree, water it, right? They're just saying water it, water everything, make it flow, make it free in a way that gives life, just hydrate your experiences and allow them to flow. Be in that flow, okay? Oh, that was a lovely, lovely reading. I feel like there's something here at the bottom of the deck before we end this live stream as well, and this reading. Anything they have for us that they want to reveal, what needs to be seen for the recap of the energy of the gate 22, 022, 022, right? It's like a gate that's like balance, nothingness, unknown, pause. Balance, nothingness, unknown, pause. Balance. That's just a cycle. So as long as you're in the present and flow, these cycles will become your second nature. 29. And I shuffled these, but they all came up in like 24, 27, 28, 29. They're saying it's just you're in sync. You're just going through the processes, okay? So allow yourself to learn through that. Be kind to yourself. Mountain lights. Light beings, portals, subtle energy. See, so what we don't see is all these divine light beings are helping you. They have been helping you even in your hard time. Your collective of light workers or guides, your friends up in the ether that has similar callings to you, and you've helped them before, so they want to help you. They open that portal, so you're here. They opened that portal, so you had a certain realization, and they're opening another portal here, so you can appreciate yourself, how they appreciate you. Subtle energy, right? Some of you may, like, they just want to, it's a reminder, because some of you may feel like it's a faint energy right now, where your connection to them may have been more clear in the past, but they want you to, they hope you can trust and have faith and open that space where you can sense them, because once you do, every single time they're going to be there. So it's a subtle energy, because they're watching you from afar. See, there are some orbs here who are watching these collective. Look at that. It's a swirling flock of lights. And what did we have? Swirling flock. This, like I said, you are, and your collective, and here are growing a tree of life, and tree of life symbolically could mean like earth. And they are watching you from afar when you're growing that tree on the mountaintop. And they meet you in the place of that unknown place where you work, where you transmute. That's why they're again confirming that they're always there. And they're watching you from afar, because what? They're saying because they know you're doing just fine. They have complete trust and faith in you. And they hope you can have that for yourself too. If only you could see the bigger picture from afar, the bigger divine orchestration, like they do, observing from an outside, looking in. Because when we're in the middle of this, some certain energies, we don't see the beauty of it, don't see the bigger picture of it. But from the outside looking in, you're like a mountain goddess. They see a goddess or god energies. I'm hearing some of you avatar consciousness. Look into that. They see the bigger picture, and from afar, from a higher perspective, it's a light show. It's like, I'm trying to find a word from what they're trying to tell me. It's beyond anything they have imagined. And it's a miracle for them to see this manifesting. It's an overwhelming gratitude from your guides, your collectives, Mother Gaia, the energy of Earth, just all loving frequencies who are alongside you, like admiring this vortex of possibilities. Okay, you've opened a vortex of possibilities. So that's, I feel like that's it for your pal. So I feel like going to end the stream soon. So for you guys, for all of you watching on YouTube, I again would like to say thank you so much. If you're a returning subscriber, if you're a returning watcher, or if you're new to my channel, thank you for opening your heart to this little corner that is Project Love Sky. If I haven't said it, my name is Mai, and I'm very grateful for this opportunity to create a possibility in the timeline alongside you, and for working with the natural energy of love together today here. And also for the live streaming, thank you for anybody or anyone who has dropped by, anyone who has given me support. Thank you, Emma. Gracias. I hope that the messages resonate to you and were had some usefulness. I know, I just know, I know. I am always like this. I doubt myself too, but I just hope you enjoyed this stream. And what else? So I'm just going to say goodbye for the people on YouTube. So if you like this video, if you had fun watching and hanging out with me here today, then you could support me by clicking like, clicking subscribe, sharing this video so other people can also maybe see this message in their divine timing, or leave me a comment if you have any good insights to share, or any messages or downloads at this time that could be helpful to our growth path for all of us. And that would be it. Oh, and if you'd like to catch me on Twitch, it is by the same name. It is Project Love Sky as well on Twitch, and you'll see me streaming here both in my Vroid and my myself, my human self, depending on how the energy feels that day. Okay, so thank you very much, and I hope you had a good time, and we're going to meet here again whenever the universal energies call for us to be here in this space again. That is Project Love Sky. So thank you, and have a blessed, beautiful, beautiful day full of love within and all around you. Thank you. Bye-bye.